then when I do that, I'm taking a power of a power. I often call this the spider. What operation do we do when I have this type of a exponential expression? Am I adding, subtracting, multiplying, or dividing? Multiplying. Yes. Because volume, they tell us, we're trying to find the volume of this cube, and they gave us the volume formula as s to the third power. Okay? So my volume is 3 to the 1 times 3, m to the 6 times 3, and n to the 5 times 3, which is 3 to the 3rd, m to the 18th, and n to the 15th. Okay? And is that my final answer? It is not, because you need to simplify. Anytime you have a number raised to a power, you need to simplify that. It is not 3 times 3. It is 3 caret raised to the third power, which is 27, m to the 18th, n to the 15th. And if you really want to be precise, since we're talking about volume, it doesn't tell me what the measurements are in, but you would say units cubed. Units cubed. Jamie. That's a lot of sorries already, you know that? Okay. Okay. That's good. What other questions do you have? Yes. I'm sorry? I will do 17. Is that the one you wanted? Yeah. 17. Okay. So 17 says, which of the following are equivalent to m to the negative 8th times m to the negative 2nd? Okay. As you would try to simplify this, what would you do first? And I'll tell you there are 2 different ways you can do this problem. Yes. Yes. You are multiplying. So when you multiply powers that have the same base, you add the exponents. So when I do that, I get the negative 8 plus negative 2, which gives me m to the negative 10th. Is that an answer that is given to us? Yes. So that's letter B. And then what if you, now, that is not to say that that is in simplest form. It just says these are equivalent. So these could not all be final answers, but they are equivalent, okay? Now, m to the negative 10th, can I leave that? No, because it has a negative exponent. How would you rewrite m to the negative 10th? Oh, this is not good if people aren't knowing this stuff. Come on, Demarion. I can't leave m to the negative 10th. How would I rewrite that so I don't have a negative exponent? Put it on the bottom. What does that mean it's going to look like? Huh? What? Right, but what's that going to look like? I don't. Say it one more time? No, not 10 divided by m. 1 over m to the 10th, right? You take it as it is, you just move it, and you take away the negative exponent. Is that an option that we have to circle? Yes. That's right there. Are there any others? Yeah. Where did the 1 come from? Well, any number that you have, you can always just put it over 1, right? If I have 5, that's the same as 5 over 1. If I have m to the 2nd, it's m to the 2nd over 1. So then as you move it, as this comes out, you have to let it be replaced with something. which is 1 in this case, and m over m to the 10th. Are there any other options that are equivalent? Brandon, what do you think? Is this a I don't know or no, there's no more? Don't know? No more? Take a look at 1 over m to the 6. E? Okay, if I simplify this, what would this simplify to? 1 over m to the 10th, right? Is not the same as 1 over m to the 10th. It is. So this one is actually equivalent to. It doesn't say it's exact or it even, you know, that's not simplest form. It just has to be equivalent. Yeah. Yeah. Give me a second. Are there any more? On the test, this would be worth 3 points. So 3 points, 3 answers, right? That is not correct. There is another one. Don't you hate it when you do that? Where's the other answer? That's correct here. C, yes, because this simplifies to 1 over m to the 10th. You add these. So letter C. So don't just think, oh, 3 points, 3 correct answers. That is not always true. D is not correct. I don't know where we got the 2 from. F, what did they do in F? They multiplied the exponents instead of adding. So A, B, C, and E are correct. They're all equivalent. Next question. 16. Everyone has asked about 16. That must be a good one. So what I do here is divide these up into different groups. I've got my coefficients, 36 divided by 6. I have my h terms, h to the 0 divided by h to the negative 3. I have my j terms, j to the 8th divided by 7. And I have k to the negative 1 divided by k to the negative 5. Now, I really haven't redone anything. I've just grouped them together. So, to start off, Bruno, what is 36 divided by 6? Check it with your calculator. What's 36 divided by 6? 6. Now, this next one, these are all being multiplied in between. Somebody's at the door. Someone please get it. Huh? Somebody's at the door. H to the 0 divided by h to the negative 3. Oh, is that for me? You can just put it on my chair. Thank you very much. I know what that is. Thank you, thank you. When you divide powers that have the same base, what do I do with those exponents? Subtract. So this is going to be h to the 0 minus negative 3. So you've got a minus and a negative. That's a double negative. We can't have double negatives. So you add the opposite there. And yes, I know it's h to the 3, but I'm going to wait till the next time. J to the 8th divided by j to the 7th. Demarion, come on, guys. Come on, heads up, heads up. At least watch, at least copy these down. What do I do with those exponents? Subtract. So that's 8 minus 7. And lastly, k to the negative 1st divided by k to the negative 5th. We're still dividing, so I still should be able to subtract, right? Right? Yes? Just say yes. Thank you. Yes. So negative 1st divided by means negative 1st minus negative 5. So this is -1 minus a -5. That's another double negative, which I can't do. Add the opposite, and I would get an answer. Now, I'm going to tell you that for H and K, there is also a second way to do those, and I'll show you the second way in a minute. So as I simplify, I get 6. 0 plus 3 gives me h to the third. 8 minus 7 gives me j to the first, or just j. And k, -1 plus 5 is k to the fourth. So this is your final answer. But let me show you a second way how you could have done the h's. Because we know h to the 0 is what number? 1. And 1 over h to the -3, you can't leave it like that. This would have to move up into the numerator. That would be h to the third over 1. We have h to the third. So this is just a second way of doing it. Over here, maybe you were saying, wait a minute, those are both negative. Wouldn't they both flip? Yes, they can. So h to the -1 is going to go down. H to the -5 is going to go up, and that becomes k to the fifth divided by k to the first. You're still dividing, so you subtract, and becomes k to the fourth. And we already have that. So 2 different ways to do a couple of these problems. All right? Was that confusing? No? Maybe for some. Other questions? Fire away, fire away. Stump the teacher. Come on, you can do it. Yes. 13? Why are you so quiet today? Something bad happened? Just kind of sedate? Okay. Number 13. Can I add these all together? What do I have to have in order to combine some of these terms? Same radicand, right? The same number under the radical. So here I have square root of 3, here I have a square root of 3. I can put those together. Here I have square root of 7, here I can put square root of 7. So I can combine those. 13, bless you, times the square root of 3 minus, check the signs in front, okay, plus 6 times the square root of 7 plus 5 times the square root of 7. Now I can combine these, and when I combine them, it's just like variables. Yes? Do you really think that's relevant on a day when we're doing the review? Because what? That's great. I'll tell you, but let's not do it right now in the middle of review, okay? Will you tell me honestly how old do you think I am? Yes, you can. Really? You must think I'm really, really old. 13 minus 9 is 4. 4 radical 3 plus square root of 7. Take your coefficient. 6 plus 5. Add that together. That gives you 11. And that is plus. Can I combine these terms? No, because they do not have the same radicand. So this is the simplest answer you can get. It's not always just going to be one expression. Okay? All right. Quickly, how old do you think I really am? No, you tell me. 63? No, it's older. 67. No, I'm not 67. 55. I'm 55. Gosh. I'm old. Yes, October 6th. First day of our break. We weren't here at school. That's why we didn't sing or anything weird. All right, what else? Hit me. Next problem. Come on. Yes, 12 was one I really wanted to get to also. Did anybody try 12 on their own? It's okay. Please put the phone away. What is it? Why are phones so important? You guys have no idea how much time you waste on those. 42 is even, so I can divide by 2, get 21. 21 is not even. It is divisible by 3. Do you know how to figure out if something is divisible by 3? How? No? If you add together the numbers, which 21 is 2 plus 1, which is 3. If that number is divisible by 3, that means 21 is divisible by 3. So 5,290, let's see, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 5,292. If you add the 5, the 2, the 9, and the 2 together, you get 4, 9, 13, 18. 18 is divisible by 3. That means this number is also divisible by 3. Yes? An odd coefficient? Yes. I mean, we could have started with 21. Oh, and you mean a number in front, like that? Yeah. You would divide it by 3, or 5, or 7. So 21 divided by 3 is 7. 7 is divisible by 7. That gives me 1. So why is this kind of a weird number when I have found this prime factorization? What do I not have any of? I don't have any pairs, right? So none of those are going to be coming out. But then I go to d to the 4th. Here's this other problem, Lorenzo, that's very similar to our bell work. Okay? D to the 4th. So I'm trying to find some number times itself that gives me d to the 4th. You divide it by 2, and that gives you d to the 2nd times d to the 2nd, right? And you don't have to keep going because you have that pair that is the same. So you rewrite d to the 4th as d squared times d squared. Uh-oh. Nope. Alex. Don't do it. You're starting to snore. I know. All right, e to the 5th. That is an odd number. What am I going to take out first? What am I going to take out first? Journey, do you know? Because it's e to the 5th, I rewrite that as e to the 1st times e to the 4th. 1 plus 4, right? You always take out 1, and then you have the 4. But the 4 is now even, so I'm going to divide that by 2 and get e to the 2nd times e to the 2nd. So I need to write all of these to get to e to the 5th. E to the 1st times e to the 2nd times e to the 2nd. Circle your pairs. You have a pair of d's, a pair of e squareds. 1 from each pair comes out in front. So I have d squared, e squared, and 42, that did not break down into anything, okay? It just stays as the square root of 42. There's no pair there. I have an e to the first, and that's it. That d to the fourth was from before. So my final answer, d squared e squared times the square root of 42e. Yes? No. You do not add them anyway. You would always multiply. But no. All right. One more question. Hey, when is this due? Tomorrow. I will put up all work and answers, but if Canvas does not come back, I'm sorry, you're going to have to do all the work to get credit, okay? I will put it on today's Canvas page. I will also put it on the page where it says important information about Chapter 10. Is there one more problem you would like to see? We probably have time for one, maybe. Two? When are homeworks 1, 2, and 3 due? The last day? Tomorrow. Okay, so number 2, what operation are we dealing with here in the majority? We have parentheses. What operation does that imply? Multiply. Jeez. Multiplying. So group them together. 12 times negative 3. Group your x's together. X to the first times x to the fourth. Y to the negative 2 times y to the 0. Z to the 7th times z to the 8th. Negative 3 times 12 is negative 36. When you multiply powers that have the same base, what do we do with those exponents? Add. So that is x to the 5th. Y to the negative 2 plus 0 is y to the negative 2. Don't worry, I'll get it in the next step. And z times to the 7th times z to the 8th, add is z to the 15th. So this looks pretty good, except I can't have a negative exponent. So this whole power needs to go down to the denominator. So my final answer is negative 36, x to the 5th, z to the 15th, all divided by y to the positive 2. Okay? I will be here tonight after school. Okay. Get all of your homework in. You've got to show me work. If you just use your calculator or a math app and you don't show me cake method, I'm not going to count it. Okay? I need to see work. I need to see work. Big test tomorrow.